Hey, good morning, Galilee family. It's Joan. And I gotta tell you, it is so quiet around here. I can barely hear myself think. I know that doesn't make sense, but I've had a busy couple weeks, a very busy weekend. We had the boys round the clock, lots of happy noises. One of them lost a tooth, all those fun things that happen with 6 and 7 year olds. So I'm ready for a little quiet. I am. So, welcome to Friday Focus, Friday Prayer Focus. It's where we ask our Galilee family to focus our prayers on just, one particular issue, just for today. And I've been thinking a lot lately about Galilee's missionaries. We're praying for all of them, and I realized, wow, we have three missionaries in our church, in our little church, and they've gone to other countries. So we had Abby in Liberia. Now, I actually thought her trip was like later in the summer. Not sure why. I wasn't paying attention, I guess. But then I was away and I come back and she's already gone and back. So I'm glad for that. So Abby was in Liberia. We have our sweet Susie in Poland. And then we have George. Now, I know George services, that's not the quite the right word. George does his gospel seed planting in Glen Burnie and Pasadena, but sometimes they can feel like a foreign country, I think. So I included George in this. Now, all three of these people serve the Lord. They're lifting up God, not themselves. And it's the Lord that gives them the fire to want to do what they're doing. I met Susie for the first time her last Sunday before she left, and I could tell just by talking with her that short amount of time that she had that fire. She is definitely in the right place. And then I wanted to read from you. Jeremiah chapter 20 verse 9 says, "If I say, I will not mention him or speak any more of his name, there is in my heart as if it were a burning fire shut up in my bones, and I am weary with holding it in, and I cannot." That sounds so much like George to me. I hope you've talked with George sometime about his life, his faith journey, and he will say pretty early in his story that he can't help it. He has to share the gospel. He just can't not do it. He has to do it. So there's that fire. God has given me that fire a couple times when he's had something special for me to do. And I'm telling you, I just felt like if I don't do this, I'm going to explode. I just have to do it. So he gives us that fire, the sense of urgency. And we know that missionaries, that being a missionary, it's an act of love. 1 John 4:10 says, "This is love, not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins." So missionaries are showing people what true love looks like, not the worldly love that we see today. Worldly love is focused more on like infatuation or lust, but missionaries share the true love of Christ and what he did for us, his atoning sacrifice. And I noticed too that God protects missionaries. Deuteronomy 31:6 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not fear or be in dread of them, for it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not leave you or forsake you." Now I know, unfortunately, some missionaries don't make it home alive, but we know that God takes care of them and he has not forsaken them. They're in their heavenly home with him. And my husband just walked in, so there goes the quiet. And then Galatians 6:9 reminds us, "Let us not become weary in doing good." And missionaries, certainly, that's a great prayer for a missionary. So today, let's focus our prayer on Galilee missionaries. Pray that they be God's love, that they would be strong and courageous, that they would not fear, that they would not grow weary, that the fire that God has given them would not burn out, that it would burn even brighter, and that the Lord would bless them with a glimpse of the fruit of their labors. We know God is always working. We don't always see what He's doing. Sometimes it feels like we're just spinning our wheels because we're not seeing anything happening. But whoa, I just had a camera malfunction, so I'm back, but you probably didn't miss me if I do this right. Okay, so I'm back up to speed, and I think I was talking about God's always working, and as a blessing to us and our missionaries, that He would give us a glimpse into the fruits of our labors. Okay, so please continue to pray that Galilee will support our missions in every way, mostly through prayer. Number one, through prayer, encouragement, sending notes, and money when needed, because like I mentioned earlier, it's a necessity. I mentioned this organization a while ago, but I wanted to bring it up again because we're talking about missionaries. There's a website called Voice of the Martyrs, and they have a video out called, what is it called? Imprisoned for Christ. It is riveting. I'm telling you, every time I start it, I'm stuck in my chair. So pop some popcorn, sit down, look it up, and watch it. I think you'll be amazed. Also on their website, they have some very unique, to me, ways of supporting missionaries. And I wondered if you had any unique ways that you support missionaries. So if you could just give us the idea down below, that would be awesome. And I'll share a couple from the website too. All right. Thanks so much for being with you. Thank you for supporting me and for encouraging me. So love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.